Hello everyone. Today I wanted to cover a really cool colouring technique in Flash. And this style is inspired by Disney films like Aladdin and Tarzan because they actually colour the line art as well as the fills. And I was watching these films and I thought the colouring technique was really cool. And I was wondering how I could easily achieve the same effect in Flash without it taking too much of my time. So I developed this super easy, simple method which I'll explain to you now. So once I'm done with the line art, before I get into the cell shading phase, what I'll do is I'll duplicate the line art frame so that there's an extra version on top of the first one in the exact same location. You can do this very easily by dragging the line art frame up to a new layer whilst holding Alt. Once that's happened, I go back down to the original layer and I fill it in like I would any other frame normally. I also use an invisible pencil tool to mark out the separation between the light and shadow areas like I would normally. And once I have done all of the colouring on the original layer, I do a quick check to see if I've missed any gaps by placing a bright blue square on the layer below. So this illuminates any of the small gaps which I've missed with the fill bucket, and I quickly go over them with the brush tool. So now I have the original layer which has the fill colouring, and we have the duplicate of the line art in another layer above. Now is the part where the colour comes to life on the duplicate layer. So we take a lasso tool and we select portions of the line work that we want to change the colour from. So with the area of line art selected, we can use the colour picker and the colour palette that we've already made to adjust the colour accordingly. And in this case I wanted the character to have a light coloured underbelly and paws, and I wanted the fur on the back and the spots to have a darker shade of outline. I was able to achieve this very easily just with the lasso tool, going around and selecting the areas that I wanted to brighten or selecting the areas that I wanted to darken. So for a still image, this method is extremely fast, but for use in frame by frame animation the effect can be a little more tricky. That's what we're going to be looking into in the next tutorial. Now for the surrounding lighting, I wanted a rusty kind of color scheme, so I chose reddish blues and like dark reds for the color scheme, I guess, but mostly in the blue spectrum because it's still in a cold environment. And then I decided that I wanted to take it into After Effects for some post-production, which I didn't cover in this time lapse, but I will show the end result anyway. I think messing about with the kind of the color and contrast and stuff in After Effects was was very essential for this, to get the most out of this color scheme. So anyway, in the next tutorial we're going to be looking at how we can take this Disney style colouring effect into frame by frame animation, and the results are really great. I mean, they're very high quality, and if you have enough time to put this method to use, it can really bring out your colours in a new way. So with that said, please subscribe for more tutorials, please leave a comment or suggestion for what you would like to see next, and visit my website for full in-depth tutorials. And also you can download the source files on my website. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. This is what I have so far. We've got the background on one layer, which is below here, and we've got the main animation all on one frame, apart from this little bit here because I had a glitch in Flash which wouldn't allow